Well, good morning, everybody. You know what? Let me adjust the sound a little bit. That sounds a little quiet to me. There. Does that sound a little better? I'm still playing with sound settings and stuff, trying to get things to sound halfway decent here. Been playing around with different mods, different maps, all kinds of different scenarios. I think I found a setup I may like. So, first things first. We start from scratch as always. I want as little money as possible. I also want to pay back that money. Farm, economy. Farming, there's no such thing as easy. There shouldn't even be an easy setting. I know this because I used to be a farmer. There's no such thing as easy economy on farming. Must be hard. So, I tried all kinds of different maps. I thought Comlands was the answer, but believe it or not, Riverbend Springs. I kind of like that map. It's the map with the cheapest. I went through all kinds of maps trying to find the cheapest land, and this is the scenario I come up with. So here we go. Let's see what happens here. All my mods. I'll try to list the ones that I'm using as I go. So, let's do this. Make sure I have them all selected. Here we go. Guess that kind of looks like me, although I don't have red hair. It does seem like when you make your character is not as nice as the older version. Seems like you had more options. Oh well, whatever. Alright, let's get time slowed down here. We need all the time we can get. Okay, first things first. Yeah, I'm just getting used to the newer settings. I don't want autosave. Autosave just seems like it screws everything up. I like to save manually when the time is right, especially when placing down buildings. Again, it's like the old version. You want to do a nice save before you put down buildings because it screws up the terrain. Just the opposite of the other game. I used to always have to turn on stop and go braking, but it's on by default. But automatic engine is on, and I don't like that. I like to start my engines manually. As far as I can tell, I think that's all the settings I need for now. So let me check things here. Finances. Okay, we currently have a $100,000 loan, which gives us $100,000 we have to pay back. This is going to be extreme survival hard mode. I thought about deleting it to 0 and doing like contracts and stuff, but we'll just go with a one-time $100,000 loan just to get us started. Let's see. Rules. I don't know. I guess I really don't have any super set rules. I'm gonna try not to do any leasing. Try not to do any contracting. I do have the super strength mod, but my rule is I only use that if the game glitches or there's an obvious malfunction, or like when I had the bicycle. Obviously you can pick up a bicycle and load it in the back of your truck, stuff like that. Try to keep things the best I can. Anyway, this is the starting farm. Nah, I don't want to start here. I want to start with my own scenario, my own area. I went all over this entire map, and I wanted the cheapest chunk of land I could find, and I did. On Riverbends, the cheapest chunk I could find is 34. That's only $25,000. You only get an acre. You think, oh geez, an acre, boy, that's not much. But I think I got it, so we can actually make a living. You know, enough to get out of debt. And then what's nice about this area is you have little chunks next to it that you can buy. See what I mean? Is you want to slowly expand. So I like this area. Plus, you're next to a nice little stream. I came up with, you know what? I'm gonna admit it. I kind of stole this idea from Daggerwin. Daggerwin loves to do survival series. Right now, he's doing one with I forget the other guy's name. I think it's just Chainsaw. Anyway, I watched 1 or 2 episodes of that. So yeah, but this is going to be even harder than what they're doing. I mean, this is extreme. As you can see, we already lost $25,000. So we got our little chunk of land. Now, let's see here. To get us started, we need a few things because we have nothing right now. I was a little hesitant with this mod because I'm like, ooh, that seems awfully cheaty. $0 for a tractor. But boy, it sure is a good tractor. And if I add the loader, which I am going to need, you do have to pay $1,000 for that. So I thought, well, that seems kind of fair. So we're going to go with cheap. We got to go with cheap, 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 cheap. So there, we got a tractor. And we do have some trees and brush and crap in the way of what I want to build. So we do need... Oops, wrong. I'm still getting used to this, so bear with me as I'm a little slow with things here. Oops, yeah, that's the category I want. I do want... Seems like I tried to pick up trees with that, but I haven't found a real good way. If you remember in my previous game, I had like a thing with a strap where it was real easy to pick up trees, but we don't really have that option at the moment. So this kind of works. It's not too bad. It's a little bit expensive, but I'm debating if that's what I really want to use. Yeah, we got to start out with something, so I can always sell it later. It's not the greatest, but it does work. And we need a trailer. For some odd reason, again, mods do weird things. The trailer I like is under baling transport. There it is. It's a nice flatbed trailer. It's not an auto load, unfortunately. So I will have to load things by hand. What I like, it does have ramps to load machinery. It's just a nice, it's a nice cheap utility trailer. Let's see, we got to make it so it matches my tractor here. You know what? That don't look right. Let's go with black. Just a plain black trailer. There. I like that better. Okay, and let's see, what else do we need? We need a couple more things. You know what? I might as well pinch the pennies where I can. I was gonna say chainsaw and an axe. The axe is almost the same speed, so I think I'm gonna go with the axe, because I don't have that many trees really. And this, I wish they had this in 22. This machete cuts brush. Just, get the brush out of the way. It's pretty cool. There we go. Alright, that should be all I need for now just to get things started. Yep, this is a pretty sharp looking old tractor. I like this. Oh, in the previous episode, I was complaining about the steering. That was my bad. I should show what I corrected there. In settings, and I forgot I did this in 22, also had the same issue. What is that under? It took me a while to find it. There, I found it. It is under general settings. Steering sensitivity. By default, it's set to 70%, which I could see maybe most people would like that, but I crank it up to 100. By cranking it up to 100, it instantly goes back to the neutral position quicker. Whereas at 70%, it takes forever to like get back to the neutral position. I hate that. I like to be able to steer quickly. So yeah, that's why that didn't feel right to me. So yeah, it takes a little while to get things readjusted, reacquainted. There we go. I do have a chainsaw, machete. I think I have everything I need to cut brush and knock down some trees. Let's head to our new property. Another thing that's really cool, but yet I think it's going to be... It may get repetitive and annoying after a while on this map, and we're coming up to it here shortly. To get to my land, I do have to take a ferry across the river, which is kind of cool, riding the ferry. But to go back and forth after a while, it might get a little tedious because you do have to wait. You know, there's a bit of a wait time to get the ferry over here. But it's pretty cool. I do like the like I say, there's things I like, things I don't like. I'm slowly adjusting to my new situation here. So, alright, I'm not going to make you guys wait for this silly ferry, so I'll probably pause the recording while I wait for the ferry to get over here. Alright. Alright, get me across. I'll just save the gas here. I guess it's not super duper slow, but yeah, if you're in a hurry to get things done, I guess it could get slow and annoying after a while, but unless I drive all the way around to the next bridge, this is the quickest way over there. I like how it locks, can't move until it... Come on, let me go. Gotta get to our new land. Yeah, they definitely added some cool new features, but they still need to be perfected. One thing I really like the idea in this game, they do have a new thing called constructibles, which means it's like for $1,000 you put down what you want to build, your farmhouse, your shed, whatever, and then, boy, that hill's steep enough. Come on, get up there. Anyway, you place down like a construction site, and then you slowly add the materials you need. You know, whoa, don't hit the school bus. Sorry there, buddy. Come on, hurry up. Oh, you're turning in here? Alright, well, why didn't you say so? The traffic seems to be, they must be letting school, oh no, ADM, they're picking kids up from school, okay. Anyway, here's our new digs. Oh, I was talking about constructibles. Well, alright, yeah, you can like add materials and it slowly builds. The downside to it, I played with it, is it's like super expensive. They need to edit that idea. You know, they ask for way too much stuff to build. Like one house I did. By the time you buy all the material you need, I think the idea is you want to you do your own material. But by the time you got it done, it was like way super expensive, and it took like 6 months to do it. Which makes sense. I mean, it takes time to build a real building in life. So I mean, it's a good idea, but I think it needs to be perfected a little better. Anyway, here's our new little section of land. It's not very big. It's only an acre. It just goes from here to here. It's just this little square area here. My idea is, okay, we got a nice grass field here. And then up on this little hilly area here, we do have a little room to build some small buildings, you know, make a nice little, basically just a nice little small farm here. I'm thinking, again, being we're so small, we don't have the equipment to plant a lot of stuff. At first I was going to do sheep, and then I found out, hey, they added goats to this thing, you know. And I tried doing goats on the previous game, but it really wasn't quite perfected yet. But so I'm thinking starting a small goat dairy here, you know, nice little goat pen. And then maybe later on, depending on expense-wise, they do have a small little dairy processing plant where you can make goat cheese, and then you can really start making a little bit of money. So yeah, that's the plan. Oh, let's get that tractor up here. I'm wasting time. I'm babbling. I'm probably making this video longer than it needs to be already just from babbling. So yeah, we gotta remove a couple trees and some brush to make room for building some stuff here. Plus we can make a little money, you know. Not a lot of money. The trees aren't that great, but it's better than nothing. I like this area because we're kind of next to a nice little stream, and look at the water mechanics. They are getting much better with stuff like that. It's too bad we can't get water out of this stream, but I do have water figured out. The lake is not too far away. The lake is right across the road for access to water, which we will need later on. Well, first things first, let's get out the old machete and let's get rid of some of this brush. That's annoying me. It can be a little finicky. You gotta like hold the mouse button down and... can't seem to get rid of that piece. Maybe it's too close to the edge of my land. Let's try this one. There we go. Doink! Yeah, I just love that idea. In real life, that's what you would do. Either use nippers or something. I just want to get rid of some of this brush. It's annoying me. Let's see. Some of this might be out of bounds here. I'm probably right on the edge here. Either way, brush is annoying. It's got to go bye-bye. There we go. Yeah, you just hold the left mouse button and just kind of... Yeah, eventually it'll pick up on it. Come on. Is that out of bounds too? I thought my boundary line was over there. Maybe I attack it from a different angle here. There we go. Well, picked up on it once. Again, early things, it's not perfect. What do we got up here? You know what? This might classify more as a tree than brush. Maybe that's my problem. Yep, that's why. It's a tree. Okay, that makes sense. This is definitely a brush. There we go. Oh, there, got it. So yeah, it's a little finicky, but it does work. Well, I am going to work on, let's see, which tree? There was another, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this tree's got to go. Let's get him cut first. The tree mechanics are definitely different. It took me a while getting used to that. I do have the lumberjack mod. Which helps things quite a bit. There we go. I can't really afford a stump grinder right now. And being as I don't have that many trees to take out, I'm just going to pretend that I kept whacking at the tree, you know what I mean. You could obviously do this in real life. If you whacked at it long enough, burned it, whatever. Now here's the new delimbing process. You want to point away from the tree, hold down the left mouse button, and then just kind of squat down. See what it does there? In some ways, once you get used to it, it's actually easier delimbing in some ways. And this is one of the harder trees to do. It is a little time consuming. It takes a little time to do it. You know, it's not quite as quick as the old way, but it is doable. So, and I'm not going to torch you guys off camera while I'm doing it. You just kind of walk around it and keep picking at it until it gets all the limbs off. What's cool now is it does tell you, if you walk up to it in the lower right hand corner, it tells you how much the tree is worth. Basically, it gives you a lot more information. It says number of branches. It says, okay, so there's 30 branches left. The shape is bad. The length is perfect. So right now it's worth current value. It's only worth 20 bucks. But we want to cut it up. If we cut it up into some decent lengths, we'll get a little better pay for it. So, alrighty. I'm going to continue to fiddle with it here. There we go. And can I get up here to get this last chunk? There we go. Yeah, it's a little finicky. You kind of just walk up the branch until it disappears. But you will get it eventually. New game mechanics. Takes a little time to get used to it, but it ain't too bad. Just keep working around it until you get everything out of here. There. Now that we got all the... I do believe I have all the limbs off. Oh, no, there's one more. I'm guessing it's probably somewhere under the dirt here. There's one more limb somewhere. Where are you hiding? Well, I'll find it sooner or later. I'm thinking the best length here, thinking separating it about here somewhere. Basically, you want to try to get straight pieces. No matter what you do, you're not going to get a whole lot for this tree because it's such a goofy shape. There, just by cutting that off, see how it says acceptable, acceptable? It went from $20 to $245. So, yeah, you just kind of look at it and try to use your best judgment to get the straightest, decent pieces. I guess is the best advice I could give. So, we don't want to cut it down too small because then it's going to take forever to get it processed. But, you just kind of study it and think, well, okay, can we get a log out of this? Can we get a log out of that? What is that worth? Shape bad, length perfect. See, so it does still have a bad shape. I wonder if I should cut it again somewhere in here. Let's see what it looks like after I do that. Length bad, but shape good. See what I mean? Yeah, no matter what you do, you're probably not going to get a whole lot for it. Yeah. The main thing is we just want to get it out of here. So we're not going to make a whole lot of money off it no matter what you do. I don't think. Do I cut that again? I don't know. Let's cut this, see what it does. Yeah, length is bad, but the shape is good. Well, although we can make 60 bucks off it, 50, 60 bucks. So, yeah, I don't know. Just kind of winging it here. I don't know if them smaller pieces would be worth cutting up or not. I'm thinking this is probably as cut up as we want to make it. So, alright, let's get the tractor started. Load this up. Let's see, let's attack it from this side. Ah! Why is that being weird? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong key, that's why. I got him. I got him. Well, I won't torture you guys making you watch this tedious hard work that I like to do, so basically I'm just going to cut a couple trees. Whoa! And let's see, I better load that in the middle. Otherwise I think that's going to end up tipping down. Gotta keep it balanced. Ah! I'm still getting kind of used to the mechanics here. I'm thinking somewhere in there. Let's try that. There we go. Perfect. Now these, on the other hand, might be a little trickier to load. Can I pick up them smaller pieces by hand? I can, thank God. I don't have super strength on, do I? Okay, I don't. I was just double checking. There we go. Good, good. Let's see, maybe load you little farts in the back here somewhere. Alright. Oh my God, these things are annoying. They're not brush, they are classified as a tree. They're annoying to cut up. There are a lot of things I don't like. But I did find a good way to cut them. If you get right here, you can cut all 4 of them at once. And you can pick them up by hand at least, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but still annoying. But it's that way in real life. I mean, it ain't like you clear brush and little sticks instantaneously, you know. It takes a little time to do it. Basically, I just pick them up, get them out here in the field where I can see them, so I can get all the branches off them. I'm guessing them ain't going to be worth squat, but at least we're getting them out of the way. We're getting things cleared out, making things look decent. Yeah, you definitely want to utilize the straps on your trailer. Basically, you get the stick where you think you might like it, and then you throw a strap over it, and then you add the next one. It's kind of a cluster F right now, but I'm getting it on there. I'm getting rid of it. It's a one-time deal. So, yeah, these trees are definitely not worth messing with and cutting, that's for sure. I don't know. We'll see what we get for a paycheck when we get these taken in. I mean, might as well get something for them. I mean, got to get them out of the way. They're, you know, got to make some room. Got to utilize as much of this little bit of land we have. We only got an acre to work with here, so we got to make the most of it. Listen, you, can you not fall into the earth? Can you flip up this way, maybe? There we go. So I can see what I's doing. Yeah, delimbing is definitely a different process. It's a little more finicky. It was that way, and it seems like it was that way in 20. It was that way in 22 also until they made improvements on the lumberjack mod. Then all you had to do was just basically touch the tree and it would delimb itself. So it'll get better as time goes on, I think. Doing it this way definitely keeps some realism to it, you know, because obviously you wouldn't cut up brush in a tree and stuff like this overnight. You know, it takes. Well, I've cut down a tree. I've delimbed a tree. It's not an easy thing to do. You're usually sweating pretty good by the time you're done. I do believe it is time to plop down a place to sleep. Yeah, the controls are a little different. You have to use C and V to twist now instead of Q and E. Another little thing that's a little different. Takes getting you a little used to. I was thinking up here in this flat spot would be a nice spot to... Let's see, oh, that's the end of our border. Let's see, let's get this as flat. Ooh, there's a 15 in there. There we go. That's probably about as flat as we're going to get it. There we go. Just look like a nice place to plop a little house to sleep up here in the corner. I wonder if I should take out them too. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll take them out too. They're annoying. I find that this machete sometimes cuts a little better than the axe. So I've been kind of playing with this a bit, the machete more. There we go. Get you guys chopped out of here. Come on, give me a grip. Alright, carpentry seems to be paying the best price. Come on, I want tag. There we go. Boy, the DOT is just gonna love that load. Let's see, let's... Be quick, be quick. Just wanted to get a few more straps on there. Okay. Looks like we gotta take the ferry across. Probably not worth a lot of money, but it is what it is. At least we got rid of it. Let's see. Now, I may or may not have taken out a couple of road signs on the way here. It's too funny. Was all this work worth my effort? Well, $1,000 is $1,000, I guess. Alright, I'm going to temporarily park that trailer there for now. We need something to cut some grass with. Cut all we can cut. I have a couple of options here. A couple of mods. This works, but boy, it's awfully teeny tiny and doesn't make very nice windrows. I guess I'm not against spending a little bit of money to cut, have a decent hay bind. And this is exactly the same width as the hay tedder that I plan on getting. 2.7 meters. So I'm thinking in the long run, my best option is to spend a little bit of money and get a good, decent, small little hay bind. That looks like it'll fit that tractor just perfect. We're doing pretty good. We still got $60,000. Like I say, we just got to be a little careful, not spend too much money on super duper big stuff, but get stuff that's somewhat halfway decent. Yeah, and this looks like a nice size hay bind for this size of tractor. I'll come back for the trailer another day. Just trying to be efficient about this. Takes a little time to get across that river on that ferry. Because we have so little, we want to get every little bit of grass we can get. So I'm thinking this is the borderline right here, this little road here. Oop, gotta make sure I turn off reel mower, because I think reel mower you can mow anywhere, so we definitely want to keep track of our borderlines here. I'm thinking somewhere in here we'll start. Oh, must be hitting the borderline already. Let's see. I think I can get part of the road though. I think. Oh yeah. Get every little bit of grass we can get. I'm thinking this will be the other borderline here. Right out to the edge. Yep. Okay. I'm thinking this road here will be the other borderline. Ooh, this old girl does not like hills. It's a pretty steep hill, though. Come on, baby, you can do it. You can do it. She's struggling a little bit. Let's see, we don't want to get too close to that borderline. I wonder if I can get that little bit of brush. Well, it seems like I tried it with the machete. I think there's the borderline is not quite to the stream, so we got to be a little bit careful. I think I'll stay away just a little bit, because I don't think my land goes straight to the creek. It just barely borders it, so I think I'll stay away from it just a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to have issues. I think. There's our first border. That's what needs to be cut. We got to cut all of that. Well, hopefully that'll make a few bales of hay. I cut everything I could. She definitely struggled going up this hill every now and then, but she got the job done. Now, the other issue I have, I ain't sure what to do about it, because I have such limited amount of land. I really don't have any place to park things, and I want to keep this 1 acre grass field open. I talked to the neighbor, and he said, well, yeah, you could park your stuff over here in this shady area, so just for now, until because I am going to buy this land eventually, I'm going to temporarily park my equipment under the trees over here, just to get by for now. So I'm not sure where else to put it. Okay, next order of business. We need a tedder. Yeah, and I tested this out. This is a pretty good little tedder. Alright, let's go pick it up. Come on, boat. You're in my way. Ugh, delays. Okay, well, let's see. Unfortunately, one roll I'm going to have to double up on. But the baler I'm getting, I think, will handle it just fine. At first, when I cut this hay, when I did the test experiment, I thought, boy, that looks awfully not green enough. But, no, they did a pretty good job with the textures, I think. It just turns it a darker, lighter green, I guess you could say. Yeah, I love this tedder. It puts it all in a nice windrow, and so not too bad of a setup once you get it figured out. Yeah, at first I didn't care much for the new hay textures, but now I kind of like it. You know, like I say, it's I'm that kind of person that just doesn't like change. But I was like, nah, I gotta force myself to do this, because obviously mods for FS22 are going to get less and less, and of course mods are going to get better and better for this game, so I gotta force myself to continue to play this one, even if I don't like it at first. You know, it's gonna get better as time goes on. So yeah, so far I'm enjoying it now that I got a decent scenario set up, and so I think I'm gonna like it as time goes on. Just gonna take some time to, you know, figure things out, adapt to the new way of doing things. I had to do it before, you know, upgrading from 15 to 17 and then 17 to 19, and you know, you gotta adapt to change. Looks like hay to me. Last little bit here, and then we can go get a baler. Now, then again, because I'm using mods, the baler I want, let's see, I did find a square baler, but it's $12,000, and technically I should be making the small square bales, but they're so dang expensive, and I ain't found a cheap one yet. Round balers, them are expensive. But I did find a cheap round baler. It just placed it in the wrong category for some strange reason. It took me ever to find that silly thing. There it is. I did find the Gale 1310. I have used this mod before in Farming Simulator 22. It's just not categorized right. For some reason it's under miscellaneous. Why they put it there, I don't know. But also I do have the NetWrap Twine mod add-on, but it is currently not working with this baler, so unfortunately I won't be able to do that. So this is what we're going to go with. Also, I am going to need a set of tongs to move them bales around. So let's get that while we're here. At first I almost got this one, but I thought, well, that's silly. For the same price, I could pick up two bales at the same time. So I'm going to go with these, I think. There. And for now, I'm just going to leave my logging forks on the trailer. I am going to eventually come back and get this trailer, but for now I don't really need it, so it's just going to sit there temporarily for now. Time we'll get my tongs so I can lift my bales and get the baler to make the bales. Yes, I can hear you saying, well, couldn't you just bale the grass? Ain't that just as good? Well, yeah, if you're making silage bales, but I really can't afford to make silage bales right now, and in real life, you can, you know, make hay and then you can store it for the winter. That's the idea. Trying to keep some realism to it. Uh-oh, that little piece get a little out of bounds, did it? Maybe if I come back the other way I can get him. This is the big run roll. This will probably make a bale pretty fast. Yeah, I would have preferred a small square baler to start out with, but being the Through the Years mod is not out yet, basically I'm just going with whatever's cheap. Whatever's cheap and whatever's available, and this is what I found worked best so far. She definitely struggles on this hill, but this will be the last time I make hay on this hill, because this hill is what's going to turn into my goat farm eventually. But I figured before I actually plop down the farm, I might as well get all the grass I can off of it. Only makes sense. Going downhill, you actually have to hit the brakes. You almost go too fast down the hill. Oh, we got a bale already. Okay, we don't want that bale on the hill. We just kind of come down here and temporarily plop him here so he doesn't roll away. I like that they added a bale counter now to balers I see in the upper left corner there. That's kind of nice and convenient. There's bale number 1. You know, another thing I've noticed? Maybe it's just this mod, because I haven't tried the other balers yet. No annoying beep beep beep. That used to annoy the crap out of me, you know, when you got to where you almost had a bale made. Beep beep beep. I'm glad this doesn't have that. I don't know if it's just the game or if it's just this mod. You know, maybe this baler's not quite finished yet. Must be finished enough, because sure is doing a good job. But yeah, I noticed that I used to hate that when you're getting towards the end of making a bale, you get that beep beep. Looking good, looking good. Almost got her all baled up. 5 bales so far. And there we are. Nice clean hayfield, clean slate to work with. I do have the unload bales early mod, but you know what? For now, it's not going to hurt anything to leave that bale in there. So, another thing I noticed with this baler, if you're going to unhook it and park it, unless you're on totally flat ground, it's going to roll away. So, I find the best place to park this puppy is I got a tree here I back up against, because yeah, it does not have wheel chocks. It likes to roll away. So I just back it up against this tree here to keep it from rolling away. That seems to work pretty good. There. Alright, this is at the point where I don't like autosave. This is where you manually save. And make sure your autosave is off, because this has not improved. When it comes to landscaping, placing things down, it's still very finicky. So you're never going to get it right the first time. I've tried so many different ways to get this place down. I've tried leveling. It's so hilly here that it's hard to get this perfect no matter what you do. So the feeding trough is always going to stick up just a little bit no matter what you do. I've tried so many different ways to get this done. Basically, I want it, you just kind of move it around until it looks like it's fairly good. Oh, by the way, I did put a little dirt path on the right side there up to my little house. So we don't want to get past that either. I still want to be able to walk up through there. So you just kind of play with it. Definitely want to turn free mode on, because there's really no other way to do it. Well, I'll leave it off. I want to get it where the price is the lowest. That means the ground is the flattest, I guess you could say. So let's try it there and see what it looks like. Oh, another thing they added. You can, where it says, do you want to customize the fence of your sheep? Absolutely. And if you do make it bigger, I just want to see what that looks like. Yeah, the feeding trough is sticking up out of the ground a little bit, but it's better than the alternative. I tried putting it down the other way, and yeah, it doesn't work. It's the only way I could get it to look halfway decent. So we want to get all the sheep we can get, so I'm going to head right out to the borderline here. And we're going to fence this whole sucker off. That's one feature I really do like for this game, is that new feature. where you can make your custom. I love that. Whoops, must getting a little out of bones there, boys. Careful. Don't want to get too far out of bounds. Bring it right up to the edge of the house here, I think. We want to get all the sheep we can get. I'm thinking maybe somewhere about in there. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I think that's the best we're gonna do, because it's such a hilly area. I don't know, it don't look too bad. Again, like I say, it'd be nice if this wasn't sticking up out of the ground a little bit, but the times I were playing with it, it looks like a heck of a lot better than, because if you place it down normally, it leaves a great big hump here, and it looks just terrible. Now, when I did a test run last time, I got like 25, 26 sheep. How many sheep do we got this time? Oh, 27. Okay, okay. That'll do. Yeah, you place down a sheep pen, and that's where you can buy the goats. But we're not quite ready for them yet. With this pen, we got the hay bale sitting there ready to go. But we also have to deal with water. I looked at some different mods. Let's see. It's under animals, same as the old game. Oh, never. Yeah, under animals, barrels. This is the cheapest, but it only holds 1,000 gallons. That one works okay too. I kind of like the looks of this one. I don't mind spending an extra $700. Something about this barrel I just like. Let's see. Let's make it so it matches the tractor. There, I like that. That don't look half bad. I think we go with it. Alright, pick up a couple bales here. Let's see if we can get some bales in there. Get some hay in there. If I had to guess, it probably only needs one, but I might as well set them both here. A little bit of an incline here. Get them pushed right up there. Wow, it didn't even take one? Oh, it only holds 3,000 liters. Well, that's gonna last for a little while. Alright. Okay. What am I gonna do with the other bales? I'll figure out some place to put them. Another thing I see I think I'm gonna want, it'll cost a little bit of money, but I want to keep this fertilized. I want to get all the grass I can off of it. I really can't afford what I'd like to have. They do make a grass care thing, but that's a little expensive and a little big for my needs right now. I also see that I may need a lime spreader eventually, so what I think I'm going to do, I did find a cheap little mod. It's only $4,000. It'll do fertilizer and lime, and I think that'd be a good investment for later on. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get that. Oh, got to make it match everything. I like that I'm keeping everything red so far. That's working out beautiful. Case IH, yes. You know what? That's an ugly color. Let's make that black. There we go. That looks pretty sharp. Nah, we don't need no shield. I was going to say, should I get the shields to cover the chain? Extra $50, keep my fingers. You know what? Let's live dangerously. Let's go without the shields. It's funny that a guy like me says that, means I almost lost my thumb many, many, many years ago. Luckily, the doctors were able to reattach it. It looks like crap, but it's still a functioning thumb. Let's see, now we need some fertilizer. Keep that on hand. Ooh, that's not cheap. But we need it. We'll go with 1 for now. We'll see how this works out. Okay. And all that stuff I can... Oh, there's one more thing I thought of I need. I need a way to lift all that stuff. And I also need a way to lift a lot of things. So, yeah. There, I should be able to lift everything onto that trailer and bring it back home. Then we can get some goats. Gotta get some goats going. One thing I've noticed about this trailer, it's a little tricky loading and unloading stuff on it. You gotta keep it balanced. It's a little tricky, but it's doable. You just gotta play with it a little bit. Okay, let's get that widened out. Let go. Hopefully that's enough weight. And it's not. I probably should have put the water thing on there first. I'll get her balanced out one way or another. Oh, can I lift this puppy with the forks? Oh yeah. Alright, it took a bit of finessing, but I got it on there eventually. Keeping that trailer balanced is not easy. Alright, she's strapped down. Let's get this stuff home. You're interrupting progress here. Get out of my way. I knew that was going to get annoying after a while. Patience, patience. You have to learn patience. Oh, we can read these signs while we're here. Attention, vehicles must not proceed until instructed. Interesting. Stay in vehicle. Oops, sorry. Okay, I'll get back in my vehicle. Alright, I got everything unloaded and kind of organized here a little bit. Got my round bale sitting up there. Now, all I need now to get goats is water. I haven't really looked into wells or anything yet, but the neighbor said I could sneak down to the lake down here and get some water down here for now. Again, we gotta pinch them pennies, man. Do what we can to get by. So we can just drive down here and pick up some water. That's why I got the little bit bigger tank. I don't want to have to drive down here twice. There we go. So we don't have too far to go to get water. He's gonna get thirsty. Oh, come on. Boy, that don't back up very nice. Come on. Get up in there. There we go. Food is full. Water is full. I do believe it is time. I want some goats. And so I can start making money right away, I think I'm going to spend the money on the adult goats. Unlike the enhanced animal mod, this game does not have male or female yet. So they're, what's the word, unisex or whatever you want to call them, I don't know. How many should we get? I got 31,000, maybe 10? How about 12? That'll leave me 20,000 to play with. Yeah, we got to leave a little room for reproduction. Because I don't think we can do the overcrowding thing, so we got to be careful. $14 will give us 28. Yeah, we'll go with, well, I think I'll try 12. Let's see what 12 does. There. Aha! I hear ya. There they are. Bet, 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 bet. My milking goats. I'm liking this so far. This is quite the setup I got going on here. So all we got to worry about is hay, water. And what's cool is I played with this off camera. It just spawns a pallet of milk cans, which is nice and simple. Eventually, I can't afford it right now, but I will be able to. It's not too expensive. I do have my eye on something here that I'm really looking forward to. It's only $36,000. This little dairy. With this little thing, I think I'll set it up in here somewhere. You can make goat cheese, butter, and canned bottled goat milk, and you get paid a little bit better money for it. So, but we can't afford it right now, so we'll just have to sell the milk in the milk cans until we get caught up. So, but that's the plan. I got a plan going. Now, let's contend with this. This is why I bought the fertilizer. I want to keep this blue. I don't think it needs anything else. No, it doesn't need anything else. Eventually, they see that field's going to need some lime, but we don't own that field yet. But eventually, we will. We'll own this stuff. So we'll get there. All right, let's go. Let's get this fertilized. Let's see. Will this stay there without rolling away? Yes, it will. All right. Get this grass field fertilized, and we should be able to get another crop off it before winter. Never mind that. I see I missed a little piece of log here when I was cutting and baling earlier. Refill, please. Yeah, I know that's probably not the best way to go about it, but being I'm so small, it is. Eventually, I am going to invest, if I can find it. There it is. I would like to invest in this, but it's... Well, you know, I could have afforded that. Well, I don't want to spend too much money. I gotta... This will work good enough for now. And it wasn't a bad investment, because I'm sure... means that other grass field's going to need lime. Eventually I will need something to lime with, so that's alright. This will work. Just got to get it so it's blue. Get all the grass we can get. This works pretty good. All nice and blue. That's what we want. Perfect. Alright. I don't think there's anything else I can do at this current moment in time. Other than watch the goats get healthy and... It would be nice to put up a small shed, but I really don't have any place to put it. So unfortunately, stuff will have to sit outside for a little while. Alright. I think I am going to save and advance time and see where things go. Yeah, I got my little tiny house again. I always like this tiny house. I've used the same mod in FS25. It has everything I need. It's got a toilet, a bed, place to sleep, place to eat. It's all good. Alright, we want to save before we advance, just in case we have a boo-boo. In case we forgot something or did something silly. Let's see, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning? Yeah, that sounds like a good time to wake up. See you in the morning. Well, good morning. Our first day. Let's see. Let's close that. Ooh, it's a little foggy. Thick fog for 7 hours. Ugh. Yeah, they do. They got a little more realistic with things. I also downloaded some extra weather mod. Ooh, icy goat milk. How much we got here? Only 207 liters, but it's a start. It's a start. Is that automatically dumping out of the... It is. Oh, that's kind of cool. Huh. Yeah, the hay is automatic. Okay, well, yeah, everything's healthy. Everything's... Look at that. Green, green, green across the board. Sweet. Reproduction, 20%. Okay. It doesn't look like I have to do anything. I could slip by another month. I think I will. Yeah, because that's obviously not ready to harvest yet. Fertilized, 100%. Current yield. Moisture's staying good. Okay. Yeah, I guess we advance some more time. More goat milk. Yeah, everything is rocking and a-rolling and going too well, actually. Eventually, I'm sure that tank is going to get empty. Oh, it's just about empty. Okay. I like how I can just leave the round bale sitting here and the water tank and it just automatically dumps it in there. That's beautiful. Is the goat milk worth taking in yet? I wonder what the prices are on goat milk. We didn't look into that yet. Oh, there's so much stuff on here. It might take me a little bit to find it here. Oh, no, there it is. Goat milk. We don't have bottled goat milk. 3,000. Okay, so the prices are pretty good right now. Looks like January's peak, but yeah, we could take a load of milk in. We might have to do that. You know what, though? I think I'm going to make some hay first, quick. Get that out of the way. You already seen me make hay, so I am going to make some more. What do you think you're doing, you little stinker? Get back in there. I seen you try to sneak out from under there. You little turd. You're the one that's going to cause trouble, ain't you? Yeah, you. I'll put up bigger fences. You little stinker. Alright, I'll go make some hay and get that done, and then I'll haul in some goat milk. You little stinker! I seen you. Get back in there. Yay! Get back in the pen. You little... Why are you standing in the water trough? You're pooping in the water, ain't you? I know you are. You little stinker. Oh, goats. They're little bastards if you don't watch them, man. They're troublemakers. Alright, you and me need to have a talk here. This is getting out of hand. This is not where you belong. Get back in the pen right now. I tell ya, what am I doing with goats? They never listen. Well, hay is made. Field is fertilized. Let's take in our first little batch of milk, shall we? See if we can get a little bit of a paycheck. I don't think we're going to get a whole lot, but we'll see what we can get. It's always tough starting out the first few days or so. Let's see, can we get that a little narrower? There we go. Not a full pallet of milk yet, but it is some milk. I do like how when you tag a place, it tells you how far away it is and which direction. That's quite handy. The more I play this, the more I'm really starting to like this new Farm Simulator 25. Like I say, gotta be patient for some better mods, but it's there's a lot of things I'm liking. According to this, this is where the milk goes. Let's see what happens here. Ah, come on, let go. $1,500. It's a start. Pretty much did everything I think I can possibly do. Water is full. Bales are holding out, no problem. Definitely could probably sell a little bit of hay come January. I think that's when it hits peak price. Not much more I can do but advance time. One mistake I did make, I think I did this because I got so used to the bank mod from the previous game I was playing. I gotta start paying this loan off. You know, keep that down as far as I can. There, we got her down to 80,000. Keep them interest rates down. Get that paid off as quickly as possible. Yeah, the previous mod I had in FS25 automatically did my bank payments for me, so I got a little too used to that. I hope that mod comes out again. I do like that. So I just got to remember to keep making my payments manually when need be. So, well, I guess we advance time, see what winter's going to do to us, see what happens. Another thing we do have to keep a little bit of an eye on, although there's not a whole lot we can do about it. This new game also has tornadoes. You can do crop destruction. And then I also added another mod where other weather phenomena can happen, like droughts. So things could get interesting, and I'm sure it's just random. We'll see what happens. So far, it looks like we got a little snow in the forecast come January, but yeah, could be interesting if we get a tornado or something. We'll see what happens. It's all random. It is the Ooh, why is that down to 95%? I was going to say, it is the miracle of life. We have more sheepies. Wonder why their health is down, though. Unless it just takes a little while for it to... Yeah, because these guys are all 100%. We're up to 24 now. We doubled our herd. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm not sure how that works. I don't see an option for overcrowding, so do they automatically sell like in the first game? Some of this is all new to me. Okay, check on prices. Goat milk, I think. Oh no, we could wait another month for goat milk. What about hay? Hay is definitely at peak. I think we better take some loads of hay in. Animal dealer. Tag. See, January, February, March. I'm just debating how much I should actually take in. This might be enough to slip by. I think we'll just leave them 2 bales there. I think these all can go. Now the fun part, getting them on the trailer without it flip-flopping around. Did we not have this discussion earlier? Yeah, just walk through the bale. I don't want to stay in the pen. Alright, let's see if we can make a little money here. Get the well, that was a little interesting balancing act we had to play. Definitely got to get another vehicle or something if I decide to put more bales on this trailer, because this thing is a frickin' teeter-totter. Now, if I'm really quick... There we go. Okay, what was the best price for bales again? I got so sidetracked here that... Oops, there was hay. Alright, we go to the animal dealer. They want some hay. Alright. Alright, let's make a little money here. Really? Let go. Ooh, almost 300 bucks a bale. That's not bad. We'll take it. We'll take it. There, that was a nice little paycheck. Every little bit helps. Well, how about that? Finally did get a little snow, and guess what? I can't get up this stinking hill. What am I gonna do here? I don't know if I get over in the grass, if I can get a little more traction. I like the effects it has here. Oh, come on. Boy, this tractor does not like snow at all. I can't back up. I am just sliding all over the place. This is not good. Get down here again, give it another shot. This just added a whole new interesting element to the game. Unless that's just because I'm carrying both these pallets. What's really interesting is I just did the conversion here. 15 centimeters of snow is only 6 inches of snow. But that doesn't matter if there's a little bit of ice on the bottom of it, so... Is there any other alternative I can do here? I don't think there is. Yeah, there's just no way I'm getting up that stinking hill. Even if I take a heck of a run at it. Well, I'm going to try one more time. Take a good run at it. And if I can't get up it, I'll just have to find a different route. Alright, let's see if we can get up to maximum speed here. Yeah, I can't believe how slippery that is. Oh, see, we don't want to get too close. Alright, let's give her maximum speed. This ain't gonna happen. Oh yeah, so close. Come on. Alright. Okay, this looks promising. This is one of the main roads, and it looks like it's been plowed. So I think we can make it. If I just take it, it's the long, long way around, but... But as long as I stay on these main roads, I think we'll be alright. Yeah, that's pretty... I love this new snow element thing here. This is pretty cool. All I want to do is get my goat milk to sell. That's all I wanted to do. Ooh, that was a nice paycheck. Now, can I get the heck out of here? And the question is, do I take the ferry back home? Because to get home, I have no choice. I gotta get up that other hill, I think. Well, I know I have no problem getting down the hill to the ferry. Yeah, this is plowed out. Yeah, it's just between here and the ferry. I was so close. Oh man, yeah, that's quite interesting. I love that element. Whee! Playing in the snow. That was a heck of a challenge. I might have to stop. I might have to invest in some snow equipment. If we get any worse snow. All right, see you if and when I get back home. All right, while I'm waiting for the ferry, if I cannot get up this hill, which I probably won't be able to, I see I can take this main road back home, which I may have to do. Means I don't have a load this time, though. I'm still going to try it. But I got my doubts. I'm guessing because that's a pretty steep grade up through here, going up this road. So I may have to take the long way home here. Alright. We'll see what happens here. Well, so far I've been lucky. They plowed this little road. Now why didn't they plow the one between the ferry and that one little part? That's kind of annoying. This is plowed. Oh well, whatever. It was still fun though. Fun little challenge. So we're gonna have to remember that snow is a little more challenging in this newer game. Yeah, in January we didn't get any snow and I was gonna complain, what the heck, no snow? And then all of a sudden, bam! You ain't going nowhere. And it's only February, we could probably get a little more snow yet in March. We'll see what happens. Gotta remember, keep paying off that loan. There, we got her down to 75. Keep knocking her down. Look at that, man. I am impressed. Look at the snow textures on the tires and stuff. I am really impressed with the new snow dynamics in this. This is pretty darn cool. I mean, it sucks that it's harder to drive through it and stuff, but hey, man, that's life, man. There's been plenty of times I got in trucks and tractors stuck. It's gonna make the game more challenging. That's pretty cool. I like that element. We shall see. Alright, let's get ahead one more month to spring, and then I better call this done for an episode. I'm sure this episode's long enough as it is. Well, we made it to spring. Now I just gotta wait for the snow to melt. Hay held out. Got a little bit more milk here. Ooh, we better be keeping an eye on the reproduction here. Oh yeah, a couple more months. I'm gonna have to sell off some of you little buggers. Just gotta keep an eye on things. Now, do we have to wait another month, or is this snow? Some maps take, like in Farm Simulator 22, takes a little while for the snow to melt off. It's 40 degrees. It should melt off here. Is this ready to harvest yet? Technically, I mean, I've never made hay in April. I just wonder if they improved them dynamics. Let's see here. Like I say, some of this stuff is new to me. Well, according to this, it is ready to harvest. So, yeah, ready to harvest. What's the... Ooh, 36%. Why is the yield bonus so low? Fertilize. Oh, that's why. Ooh, look at my moisture. Ooh wee. Why is that down so low? Okay. Well, I think I'm going to save it and call it here. Tell me what you think. Please leave some comments below. I'm open to criticism, your thoughts. How am I doing so far? You think I got a pretty good setup going on here? Continue with this. Go back to the old game. Yada yada yada. You know the routine. Comment if you like. Tell me what you think. Don't be afraid to leave ideas for new mods and whatever you think. This is the best I could come up with for how I like to play. So yeah, let's see. We need to take a nice picture here. Got to get the screenshot in. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here. So thanks for watching. And we'll go from here. We'll see what happens. Bye for now.